Time to wake up and get out of this vat. Alright, so welcome back on Earth. It's daytime. We are here in our medical bay, or med bay. And last time we did a bunch of extensions in that direction into our gallery. And yeah, I want to showcase you or show you what we did last time and also how everything looks now that it's welded up. Alright, here we are. So, first of all, I've replaced a little bit more of the ground here to make it a bit more, to make it a bit more fluid, or not fluid, but well, make it make sense. Access to the panels here, the ladders going upwards, and we have a bit of a staircase over here as well. A bar area with a kitchen and also our music. And yeah, a bunch of tables where people can sit at and take a look at the scenery, relax, chat. Oh, a bit of wrong color assigned here even. Let's see. Alright. Yeah. Then we have our holodeck here, or holo display. This is using the we get a good angle here. Yeah. This is using the Eli Dang's Holo Hut, which by now not only supports cockpits for ships, but also the holo table or other instruments that can display, for example, either the standard view and a radar view of the area, or, like in this case, a model as a hologram of the current base layout, with unfinished blocks being highlighted in red or orange. And yeah, I think this is a nice little extension. Then we have a bunch more seating options. Again, like last time, this table piece cannot be placed because of the window, sadly, but I can live with that. We have a bunch of nice seating options here to look out and really enjoy the overall view of the scenery. And we might even be able to place... Are we able to place something in here? No. Because the windows are on the inside. Okay. Too bad. Anyway, we have also some of the statues here from the anniversary package, and highlighted by those spotlights. And then when we go to onto the upper floor, first of all we have here a dispenser to get some drinks, not just from the bar. And on the upstairs area, another relaxation space. We have our ATM here to grab some money, to pay for drinks and whatnot. And oh, that also has the wrong color. Let's see, we want to have our standard green. And yeah, some bigger dedicated areas where you can sit with a larger group of people, talk and just have fun. A little bit of a shop, but of course this one doesn't show anything because we don't have anything in our own base. Another dispenser here for drinks and cosmic coffee, for example. And yeah. Then let's take a look at the outside, because we now have another exit door here that gives us a quick access. So this is what we ended up with as a design for the building. As you can see, a bit of pipeworks, some smaller details that are added to the top. And yeah, this is what we did last time, basically. Now, this time there's a couple of things I wanted to do. First of all, we still need a antenna setup here, so that we can reach out to something like the mining drone, which is barely visible on the edge of the screen there, moving to its next target. And then the other thing is that we need to well, bump up the power production over there, because the drone is really charging a long time, because the refinery is taking up a lot of power, and when the drone attaches to the base, it tries to recharge all of these batteries, and yeah, with the weather conditions sometimes being suboptimal, that is not really working very well. Alright, then, let's see. First of all, I want to... Well, first of all, I needed some resources to do the actual planning here. So let me grab that through this access panel here. We need a bunch of steel plates and interior plate, some girders as well, and construction components would be useful too. And then what I had in mind was to use the elevated space here for that. And let's see, where's the middle roundabout of this part? Let's use this one here. Get rid of that piece. And replace it with... What do we have? What do we use? Maybe a standard cube then. And next, I want to place a hinge here. Nothing fancy. And we will use that just to ensure that we can, well, angle the antenna setup here. Still missing some resources. Large steel tubes. We also need to refill our H2. Let's hope we have everything ready. Yes, okay. So, let's see, we can start with the truss pillar. Either the big one. Yeah, let's use the big one. Then I want to extend that to the side, like this. And on the other side, maybe we use this part here. No. Let's turn that around slightly, like so. And for the main antenna dish, the one that is actually being used, we will go with, let's see, yeah, the big antenna dish, I guess. Or do we go with a small parabolic? Let's try the big one first. Yeah. Then I want to have some more details on this. So we need some more parts that would act as extensions. This and maybe another curve. Does that make sense? No, we can't place anything at the top there. So then let's just go with... where is it? This maybe. And then another part of the truss decal. Oh no, we can't use the decal right away because this is now in the wrong position.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Like this, and over here let's see, we could extend that one further and then go with... no. Let's do that again. We use the truss decoy right away here, and then we top that off with another truss light. now we just need to weld everything up. Does it... yeah, what we can do is already move it into the right position, so that's the right angle, direction, and now the angle that I want, yeah, that might be good, and give it also a, where is it, hinge lock. Yeah, let's weld that up first and then see if that actually is nice or not. If I like the style of that. And as always, after welding it up... oh, I'm missing something. Because our standard configuration won't have nearly enough radio communication parts. So let's pull them into one connector here and... detector components. Oh no, that's the medium ones. No. Wait, the medium ones are correct. Ah, okay. Another thing to modify, to do. Which is, we have our containers here, 2 of them configured with the stock option for the Goat auto sorter, but those I wanted to have as manual settings, so we actually put manual into the name as a tag. Manual, yes. And if we don't do that, we have what just happened, the situation that whatever you put in there will be automatically pulled out again to sort it into the main base inventory. But with the manual option, that won't happen. It will just keep whatever you placed in there as a manual kind of load, and it won't change anything of the rest. So let's see, what else can we pull in here? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. So what we want to do is set those to locked instead of manual. That was my mistake. Manual is being used for the autocrafters or the assemblers set for autocrafting, and locked is what is used for containers to tell the system, hey, do not touch what is in this inventory. So now, when we pull those items in the locked containers, that should stay there at this time. Yeah, this is working. Okay, then back to what we wanted to do, which is welding up everything that we have here. I don't think I like that. So let's see, let's change that arm again and go for something else instead. Alright, this is what we ended up with. So I think I like that a bit more. And we now should have better reception towards our mining base there. So let's dock, fill up our inventory, get rid of the things we didn't need, and head over there to work on the power supply and power source of that mining base. Right, the drone is returning from its last drill job, so I think we will just add a very simple solar array around here on the floor, and connect it to the base, and then yeah, let's get that started quickly so that we can head over to the base again and do the next job over there. So yeah, I will fast forward that building process and weld it all up, and then we can continue with our storage area. So yeah.
Fuel critical.
Alright, small recording glitch here. I forgot to unpause the recording while doing some of the component production to get everything welded up. We were missing a lot of detector components. So once that was welded up, I basically renamed everything and configured our controller, which is now all called Mining Facility Solar and so on. I've set again the multipliers to 1 like in the main base so that the whole contraption doesn't move too fast. The rotor for the azimuth, the hinge for the elevation, and then the camera, of course, assigned to the controller, and setting the always aim at sun toggle to on. And then we can hide all of that again from the terminal, and our solar production is not very high right now because of the weather, but the solar panel has already rearranged itself to look at the sun, and I think we can add another pair of solar panels at the bottom there. So let's try to do that and get the most out of this setup. And it should be pretty safe from the travel path of the drone. Oh yeah, and our welder is quite slow right now because I loaded up all the ingots of the base so that we can bring them back to our main base. But yeah. Also, what I didn't mention, I did add some wheels at the bottom. I like that option for some ships more than regular landing gears, because landing gears can break quite fast, and those wheels, they work the same way as a wheel in the suspension. They eat a lot of the collision damage, so you can land pretty safely with that without having to fear breaking something on your ship. So let's see, what do we need? Do we need girders? I can't remember right now. But anyway, let's place those here. And I just noticed that I did everything in green, which might be fine, but maybe the base should be black instead. So let's go for that. Oh, I didn't build that part up. That is something I overlooked. Alright, then let's repaint that all, and then weld up the solar panels, and then we can head back. And yes, I know, I'm aware that this will only give us power during the daytime, but our batteries should hopefully be recharged full enough then, and cover also part of the nighttime, and then we have, at least during the daytime, we have quite a high energy production in that base. If it still isn't enough, I can still add some more wind turbines, but for now that should be fine. Alright, and we're back. Ah, okay, I might need to update the sensor range of this security sensor, because I did get damage now through the welder blocks. That is not what it was supposed to be. So let's heal up. Okay, let's get started. I have something that I had prepared in creative mode, so we will need a projector for this. And thinking of it, I think the projector menu, yeah, that one contained the console block, so we can just use that instead in our menu bar. And we need to orientate it this way and maybe place it, let's say, somewhere out of the way. Let's just put it here for now. And we need to weld it up. And then blueprints. Maybe even more. So that we can have a walkway over here, which is then splitting off into this direction with a rather low built drone hub, so we can actually see the drones coming and going by. Yeah, alright. Then, let's get going. I got rid of all my components again. Okay. We don't want to use those blocks to save on space. And instead, yeah, that one can go as well. And instead use the rather flat ones, like we already did. With the same texture. And then we want to connect this over to this side. And extend that maybe by those blocks a little bit. So that we can have a passageway where we can come in here, we can enter this way, have access to that whole building, and then get into the drone hub into this direction. Yeah, that I think makes more sense. And then how do we want to connect this? So this one is already getting closer here, narrowing down. We can maybe even narrow it down one further, but do we want that? Probably not. That was before I had the idea for this extension, so let's pump some resources into the ground here to free up our inventory. And then let's get rid of that column of blocks. And now, how do we want to approach this? Yeah, let me try some different things and then I will show you the result. No need to mess around here with picking the right blocks. Okay, so this is where we are right now. So we have our storages here, storage containers, and I added a bit of lighting at the top. And this gets us to this area that still needs more lighting, of course. Let's turn that on for now because it's night. And yeah, we have a basically just an extension of the building for now, but it kind of blends into the next stage of the other building that we are going to construct next time, which will be a printer room that contains a bit of mechanical elements, of course, to do the whole printing automatically. And yeah, some more details that I could probably add on the top here between episodes, and then we also need to add this walkway and build our drone hub, so that we can get at least our first drone from over there, automatically transfer all the resources that are produced there over here, and then more to come. But I think this is already enough for this episode, and I will get back into the vet, get some rest, eat a snack, and see you all back next time here on Earth. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you haven't done so, and bye bye.